Portugal sits at the western edge of Europe, a country shaped by the Atlantic Ocean. For centuries, Portuguese explorers sailed from these shores, connecting Europe to Africa, Asia, and the Americas. That history still defines the country today, from architecture and cuisine to language and culture. Portugal reflects a blend of influences formed through exploration. But beyond its past, it is also a land of contrasts: cliffs and beaches, mountains and valleys, cities and quiet villages. In this film, we explore 10 of the most amazing places to visit in Portugal and what makes each one unique. Lisbon. Lisbon is one of Europe's oldest capitals, dating back over 2,000 years. Built across 7 hills along the Tagus River, the city's layout creates constant elevation changes, offering viewpoints, known locally as miradouros, across the skyline. The neighbourhoods each have distinct identities. Alfama, the oldest district, survived the devastating 1755 earthquake that reshaped much of the city. Its narrow streets reflect Moorish urban design, with winding alleys and tightly packed buildings. Lisbon is also known for its azulejos, decorative ceramic tiles, used across buildings to reflect both function and art. Culturally, the city is tied to fado music, a traditional genre expressing themes of longing and nostalgia. Lisbon moves at its own pace, balancing history with modern life. Pena Palace. Pena Palace stands high above the hills of Sintra, visible from miles away. Built in the 19th century, during the Romantic era, it reflects a departure from traditional architecture. Instead of symmetry and simplicity, it embraces color, imagination, and mixed styles. Gothic towers, Moorish domes, and Renaissance elements combine into a single structure. The palace was built on the ruins of a monastery, transforming the site into a royal retreat. Its elevated position creates a microclimate, often covered in mist, adding to its surreal appearance. Surrounding the palace is a vast park filled with exotic plants, brought from around the world during Portugal's exploration era. Porto. Porto is one of Portugal's oldest cities and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Located along the Douro River, its historic centre is defined by narrow streets, steep hills, and colourful riverside buildings. The city gave its name to Portugal, and to port wine, its most famous export. Across the river lies Vila Nova de Gaia, where port wine is aged in large cellars. The Douro River itself played a key role in transporting wine, from inland vineyards to the coast. Architecturally, Porto blends medieval structures with Baroque and modern elements. It feels less polished than Lisbon, but more raw and authentic. Algarve. The Algarve region stretches across southern Portugal, facing the Atlantic Ocean. It is known for its unique geological formations, limestone cliffs shaped by erosion over thousands of years. Sea caves, arches, and hidden beaches define the coastline. Places like Praia da Marinha are often ranked among Europe's best beaches. The region also has a mild climate year-round, making it one of Portugal's most visited destinations. Historically, the Algarve was influenced by Moorish rule, which can still be seen in architecture and place names. Fishing villages remain active along the coast, maintaining traditional lifestyles alongside tourism. If you're watching this, please click the subscribe button in the corner of the screen. It is completely free, but means a lot to us. Douro Valley. The Douro Valley is one of the oldest demarcated wine regions in the world, established in 1756. Its landscape is defined by terraced vineyards carved into steep hillsides. These terraces prevent soil erosion and maximize sunlight exposure. The Douro River runs through the valley, creating a natural corridor for agriculture and transport. Wine production here is highly traditional, with some vineyards still using manual harvesting methods. The region produces both port wine and table wine, with grapes adapted to the hot, dry climate. Sintra. Sintra is located just 30 kilometers from Lisbon, but feels completely different. Its elevated position creates cooler temperatures and frequent mist, allowing dense vegetation to thrive. This unique climate made it a retreat for royalty and nobility. The town is filled with palaces, castles, and estates, including the Moorish castle, which dates back to the 8th century. Sintra's cultural landscape is recognized by UNESCO for its combination of natural and architectural elements. Madeira. Madeira is a volcanic island located in the Atlantic Ocean, closer to Africa than mainland Europe. Its terrain is steep and mountainous, with dramatic cliffs rising directly from the ocean. One of its most unique features is the levadas, irrigation channels built centuries ago to distribute water across the island. Today, these levadas double as hiking paths, providing access to remote parts of the landscape. The island's climate allows year-round vegetation, earning it the nickname Island of Eternal Spring. Azores. The Azores are a group of 9 volcanic islands, located in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. They were formed through tectonic activity and remain geologically active. São Miguel, the largest island, features crater lakes like Sete Cidades, formed inside collapsed volcanic calderas. The islands also have geothermal activity, hot springs, fumaroles, and natural thermal pools. Due to their remote location, the Azores remain less developed than mainland Portugal. This isolation has preserved both natural ecosystems and local traditions. Benaguil Cave. Located along the Algarve coastline, Benaguil Cave is one of Portugal's most recognizable natural landmarks. Formed by centuries of erosion, the cave features a large dome with a natural opening at the top, allowing sunlight to enter and illuminate the interior. Inside, a small beach sits beneath towering rock walls, creating a unique and enclosed coastal space. The cave can only be accessed from the water, by kayak, small boat, or swimming, depending on conditions. Its structure is made of limestone, which has been gradually shaped by wind and ocean waves over time. While it appears calm, the surrounding waters can be unpredictable, with changing tides and currents. Benaguil represents the natural forces that define the Algarve, where land and ocean continuously reshape each other. Belém Tower. Belém Tower stands along the Tagus River in Lisbon. Built in the early 16th century, it served as both a defensive structure and a ceremonial gateway to the city. It is closely tied to Portugal's Age of Discoveries, when explorers departed from Lisbon to explore new trade routes. Architecturally, it features Manueline style, a Portuguese design that incorporates maritime elements such as ropes, shells, and navigation symbols. Nearby, monuments and museums continue to reflect this period of global exploration. Portugal is a country shaped by movement, by journeys across oceans, by cultures meeting over centuries, by landscapes formed over time. From historic cities to remote islands, from quiet villages to dramatic coastlines, it offers more than just destinations. It offers perspective. And in that balance between past and present, Portugal becomes more than a place to visit. It becomes a place to experience. Subscribe to Majestic Map for more travel documentaries every week.